Today on the channel, we unbox the then, now, forever WWE Mattel Elite Target exclusive Becky Lynch, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rocky Maivia, and American-made Hulk Hogan.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Target exclusive, Then Now Forever 4-pack. But for all your Mattel needs that are not Target exclusives, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And today, we're talking about a 4-pack that is hot off the shelf. I was, of course, at San Diego Comic-Con, as you guys do know, and they did officially announce this set at San Diego Comic-Con. And I will say, the old dark interwebs out there, this has been floating around for a couple of months for sale. I knew it was coming out, so I was like, it's not that really that big of a priority because I'd rather buy it for retail. And it's already expensive as this set is $80 at retail, but it makes sense, though, if you do the math. You do get 4 Elites with this one. So a very interesting set, and a set that was just announced, like I said, just a few days ago. Get off the plane from San Diego, walk to a Target, or drive to a Target, and what do you know? There's 2 of these on the shelf. So I picked up one to keep on card and one to unbox here on the channel, and that's where we are here today. Now, very crazy to see that quick of a turnaround. I'm not sure if that's exactly the way it was supposed to go. I guess we'll find out eventually here, but these are hitting Target stores as we speak right now if you are interested. Now, this is a very interesting set as well, as you do have Becky Lynch, you do have Stone Cold Steve Austin, you do have Rocky Maivia, you do have Hulk Hogan. Then, now, forever. Very interesting. It's almost like the timetable through wrestling with the WWF with, of course, Hulk Hogan being a big one, Rock being a big one, Stone Cold being a big one, Becky Lynch being a big female superstar. Now, Hogan makes sense to me. It's like kind of debut early Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan. The Rock, it's his first figure, I guess, or his first debut. Rocky Maivia, I guess, long way to get there. But that's Rocky Maivia when he debuted. Stone Cold, a little bit of a head scratcher. I think this should have been a more basic early Stone Cold figure is what I would have done. But this is the one that matches the Kevin Owens from WrestleMania. So very happy to get that one here in the collection. And then Becky Lynch. I see maybe they wanted to put a female in here, but to me, maybe John Cena or Roman Reigns would have fit in here. You would have really had some heavy hitters in a box set. It just feels like Becky doesn't fit in with the rest, like which one is different. But Becky, of course, a big-time superstar currently. So just a little bit interesting way to retail here, and maybe it's just a way of getting some of these figures into a release schedule in a different way of going about it. Just a little bit interesting, really, at the end of the day on this. But this was, like I said, at San Diego Comic-Con, and I did notice a difference in the packaging at San Diego Comic-Con. It was a little bit flatter, where this one flatter, like color-wise, I don't even know how to explain this, but this has like almost a foilness to it, as you can kind of see the foilness to the package. Very, very cool packaging design. It almost reminds me of like an Upper Deck card back in the day, or like Top Stadium set, something like that. So it does have that to it, and I think it was more plain Jane at San Diego Comic-Con. So I don't know if that was an early production sample, something like that, but definitely looked like a different packaging design here. But definitely cool, definitely a big window box. How awesome would it be to get all 4 autographs on something like this? That would be a hard one to get, but would look very, very cool. But it's an interesting one, and I guess we'd all have our own thoughts of a Then Now Forever 4-pack. Which 4 would you like? I guess that's a good question for the comments. If you could choose this, who would you put in there? There's a lot of different ways you could go. You could do a 4-pack of 80s, almost like Mount Rushmore sets. 4-pack of 80s, 4-pack of 90s, 4-pack of 2000s, 4-pack of females, 4-pack of just men. There's a lot of different ways you could go, and I guess no matter what you do in a 4-pack like this, somebody's going to complain, oh, it should have been this guy or this guy. Really is what it is at the end of the day. But definitely an interesting pack, and we're of course going to do this review like we do all the reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's dive in. Big window packaging, a little bit plain Jane in the background department, but you do got the Hulkster with extra hands and a head, the Rock with extra hands, Stone Cold extra hands, Becky extra hands as well. Foil packaging, like I said, Elite logo on the bottom, Then Now Forever at the top, WWE logo as well. On the side, a little glamour shot action of the crew there. And then on this side, a little Elite logo. WWE logo. Look at that shine. It really does come through here. And then on the bottom, UPCs, all that kind of fun stuff. A little jibber jabber there. Then on the back of the package, we get 4 blurbs. Yes, you heard it right. 4 blurbs for these. No tails of the tape, anything like that. But I guess we're going to go through this unboxing, and we'll do each one, and I'll read each one as we go. How about we'll do it that way? So without further ado, let's unbox this one. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the fuss is about. And oh, let me tell you, there's been fuss. Hasn't been a lot of days to get the fuss going. Usually you got some time. Off to the side right here, a gentle see you later, because we're ready to come back to this. I'm going to put it up on its side. So there you go. Plastic prison style. There it is. Bam! There it is. And like I said, not a lot of time to get fussed because it basically released immediately. Background right there looking nice. And we're going to cut these guys and gals out of here as we are locked in, unfortunately. I get it. We're always locked in somewhere. It's just the way, the nature of the beast is what that is. Becky's locked in at her hands, it looks like here. The Rock, or I guess technically Rocky Maivia. This is a dangerous one, too. You don't want to cut off his little fringe. I guess we'll call it fringe. I don't know what else we call it. The Hulkster locked in at the feet. So we're going to get him out as well. A lot going on in this set here. Very interesting, too, that the Hulkster has an extra head, but nobody else got an extra head. So take that for what it's worth, I guess, is what we'll say. Pop out these hands. There's Austin. He's ready to go. Get old Becky Lynch. And I guess we'll probably end up doing ladies first. That's usually how we do it here. Gonna pull Becky. Oh, lost her tiara. Be careful with this. Be careful with this dress. We'll call it on Becky. That's all you want to do is rip that out. That'd be a bad day at the office, as we do know. There we go. Okay, got her out there. A lot going on with this pack. A lot more than I assumed. Hands there. There it is. Hulkster's got the pointer hands. We're going to get those out. We're getting there. Bear with me. Bear with me here. But like I said, be on the hunt right now at your Target store. These are hitting all over the country, really, is what it seems like. Boy, the Hulkster's got extra hands. He's got all kinds of hands. There. Come on, Hulkster. Get your hands out of here. Rock, get your hands out of here. There we go. Got 2 Rock hands. Gonna pop Rock out. Oh, Pop Rocks is what we call that. There we go. And we got the last Hulkster hand. Can I get it? It's stuck in there. It's stuck. His gripping hand is stuck. As I fight through it, there we go. Off to the side. See you later. We got twist ties all over the place. Get down to business. All right, let's get down to business. We're going to start with Becky Lynch really quick. Becky's got 2 gripping hands out of the package, but then she came to fight. She's got 2 fists of fury, 2 female fists going on right here, so we do have that. Definitely a cool looking Becky. She does come with this very crazy, I don't know, tiara, mask. I'm not exactly sure what you technically call this thing. It is removable, but it definitely looks crazy. It looks like something, I don't know, Lady Gaga or somebody like that would end up wearing. Definitely very, very wild. Definitely very crazy on this one. Very nice soft plastic on it as well, I should mention. Very movable if you need to move it around, move it out of the way, whatever it may be, but very interesting on that part. She does got this big old skirt here. I mean, it is wild. It is all over the place. Definitely feels really cool. I mean, it definitely feels like it looks. Sometimes you get that stuff, it feels like it looks. Very, very big. A big like tutu dress. I don't know exactly what the technical term is it, but very cool, and it does attach to her. It looks like here we got the Polly Pocket vest going on for Becky. Yes, it is. It is Polly Pocket, so it does pop in, plug in, so you can remove all of this, and this does connect to it. Got almost like the tiger stripes on her chest underneath here. Definitely all black top. Definitely a good Becky Lynch head sculpt. It definitely looks like Becky, but definitely looks different, especially with the new hair color here, or haircut, I should say. Still the same orange color. Got a black eyeshadow going on, looking very menacing, looking almost a little bit evil. Big old spikes on the shoulders there, looking nice, looking very cool. Got kind of that ribbed feeling that we got on the vest as well. Got the fishnet on the legs. Got the pointy knees on the boots there. Ready for the knee pads. And of course, you got the traditional boots, ankles, all the fun stuff we usually get with these figures as usual. But definitely an interesting look for Becky Lynch. Dare I say, possibly the most toyetic looking Becky Lynch figure we've received. Definitely a very cool looking figure. Definitely looks different. Just not sure if it fits in totally with what they're going for this 4-pack. Obviously, it does for Mattel's example here. It's definitely what they were looking for, but it definitely looks a little bit different here. Walking through the articulation, I guess we'll walk through it really quick. Arms do go all the way around, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing the hits right here. Black wrist tape, forearm tape painted on as well. You do get the hula hoop, the usual women's basic articulation that we get with the elites. We don't get the big ab crunch like we do with the males. She can do those big old Becky Lynch splits if she needs to. If the going gets tough, she can split it out. We do get thigh cuts, double jointed knees, pinned knees on this, of course. We do get the boot cut, ankles back and forth, side to side. So all the usual articulation from a Mattel female figure. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand as usual? Discount code Kyle, save 10%. There it is. She fits perfectly on the stand there. So an interesting one. I do like it. It is very toyetic. I don't know. Is it my favorite Becky Lynch of all time? I'd have to sit there and do the math for a while. But it is definitely cool. It is definitely different. It is definitely a very deluxe figure, really, at the end of the day. Now we're going to turn our attention to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, Austin. We've had a lot of Austins over the years, but this one is a more modern Steve Austin here. We do got the Austin 3016 classic shirt going on. You got the old skull on the back there to represent Texas, of course, where he took on Kevin Owens. Surprised a lot of people in that match, as we do know. Articulation can be the exact same as Becky, so I won't walk through that. Definitely looks like Stone Cold the face, but definitely looks like an older Stone Cold. And I did say maybe a classic Stone Cold would have went better here, but I'm just happy that we got this Stone Cold Steve Austin figure, and I'm surprised it took this long to get this version of Stone Cold Steve Austin out to the masses from Mattel. So just definitely interesting. Now we do get the short shorts on it. Short shorts? That doesn't sound right. Short blue jean shorts here on Stone Cold. Of course, you got to have his iconic knee braces, the black knee pads. You got the tattoo on the side of the leg. The black boots on Stone Cold as well. Definitely looks like Stone Cold, just an older version of Stone Cold. Definitely no issues with this one. I love that he's got the 2 fists of fury. He does come with 2 gripping hands. If you need to put a Steve Weiser in his hand or something like that, you could do that if you wanted to. But definitely a cool version of Stone Cold that's going to pair very well with your Stone Cold and your Kevin Owens 2-pack, whatever you want to do, however you want to display them on your shelf. You want to put them together, put them separately, but definitely look good right there. You got the Kevin Owens to go right with it. You can recreate all the magic of that WrestleMania matchup, or you can even put him next to the old Kevin Owens, like a young Shawn Michaels when he cosplays as Hulk Hogan. We got Kevin Owens pretending to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. So a cool figure here, one that was definitely needed in my collection, but it isn't definitely your number one Austin you think you would ever need in your life ever again. But definitely a cool figure there. Is this Stone Cold Steve Austin. So there you go. Then next up, we're going to go to The Rock. Oh, that blue chipper Rocky Maivia. And he does come with extra hands. So he's got 2 Fists of Fury out of the package, 2 gripping hands as an accessory. The exact same as Stone Cold there on that one. Now this is the blue chipper version. I believe wasn't the original version of this. And I do have that right here. So of course, what is old is new again. This almost feels like it could be a part of the greatest hits line because it was a store exclusive for Toys R Us, getting re-released with the updated articulation and technology, but they put it in here. So I think they're just trying to find homes for a lot of these things. And that's where they slipped this one into. But we've had this similarly before. Very similar figure here. It looks very similar. Got that big smile on The Rock, the big old white teeth showing. Hair looks to be the same. A little bit thicker in the sideburns, definitely for sure. But definitely looks the different technology of the faces, things like that. It's definitely, is it an improvement? I don't know. It depends how you like it. Some people, I go both ways. Sometimes I like the new ones better. Sometimes I like the old ones better. In this case, I actually like the new one better. So maybe that's just me. The skin tone, I like the color on the new one better as well. But we do got a very similar similar but different, but it is different. So on this one, the streamers are coming down in the back and the front. On this one, the streamers only come down in the back, almost like a shredded cape. Like he's a young Lando Calrissian that got his cape stuck in a grinder of some kind or something. But you do got the teeth all the way around, just like the old one. You just don't have as many strings as the old one. So depending how you like that, and I am by no means an expert, this could be accurate. Maybe this is accurate. I am not sure. You could easily move these back and forth between the two if you really needed to as well. It does have a little clip. It just clips on there, so you can remove it if you need to. Of course, the head is removable as well. You can slide it off with the head if you want to. Articulation can be the exact same as Becky, exact same as Stone Cold, so we don't really need to walk through that. He does got the blue knee pads, the blue elbow pads, the blue wrist tape, looking really nice. Really does pop. I really do like that colored blue, especially against the tan skin, and then the white boots as well. Definitely interesting boots on this one with the upper kind of lace there, the skin showing, and then back down to the boots. Definitely looks a little different. You don't see that a whole lot. And then you got kind of of the coral look. I don't know what you call that there, but the kind of coral look there on his tights, on the blue tights. Just a fabulous looking figure. Definitely a good one if you're a Rock fan. You don't got the old classic debut blue chipper Rock. This is definitely one you need in your collection. Definitely an upgrade over this, but I can see some people saying I don't want this one because this one's still pretty good. But then you're stuck because it's part of a box set. So if you do want it, you got to have 3 other figures with it. Or if you don't want it, you could pass altogether. So definitely a little bit confusing. You got to do the math and see if the math checks out for you at the end of the day. But does the Rock fit on a ringside stand? What do you know? He fits as well. But definitely good. You got the pinless joints, the updated articulation, all that kind of fun stuff we're used to with some of these newer Mattels. So definitely an improvement. I don't know if it's enough of an improvement for a lot of people, but once again, you're kind of stuck and tied into the box set really at the end of the day. Now we're going to finish it off with maybe the main eventer of this set. Maybe to me, he's the main eventer. It's definitely, we've had a lot of Hulk Hogan's, but this is definitely a different version of the Hulkster here. And it looks like we do got 2 extra Rock hands I didn't mention. I guess I got them lumped in with the Hulkster hands. But we got the open hands there for the Rock. So you want open hands, you want fists, or you want grip, you got choose your own adventure on the Rock. But we do get the Hulkster hands. He's got 2 Fists of Fury. Everybody's throwing fists out of the package in this one here. But he's got the Fists of Fury. We do got the Hogan gripping hands. And then we got the finger pointing hands. The what you gonna do, brother hands here for the Hulkster. We've seen all these in the past. All looking really, really nice there. Beautiful hot dog tan skin on Hulkster as well. You know I love a hot dog skinned Hulk Hogan. Definitely looking cool. Now let's dive into these head sculpts on this Hulkster. Very, very similar head sculpts. Not a ton of difference between these two. I would have liked to have one a little bit more emotion. They're both very stoic. The head that comes on out of the package has a little bit of a mouth open. This one is very stoic, the second head. I feel like we've seen this one with one of the Ultimate Editions. So really choose your own head adventure, but I would have liked to see something a little bit more out there. A little bit more fierce or happy or something. Just maybe just a crazy, goofy head for the Hulkster would have been really cool for this as well. But something different. Now he does have the receding hairline, bright yellow hair on both of these. Definitely looks like the Hulkster. Somebody hands you this, you're going to know who it is at the end of the day. But definitely it is the Hulkster. Now the American Made shirt is really cool. A very iconic shirt. Hulkamania on the back looking really nice. We did see that at WrestleMania weekend from Mattel. They kind of teased this. Where was it going? Well, here's where it ended up landing. And for a lot of people, the big hitter on this one, the big winner is the classic title, of course, the Sheik belt and the Hogan belt. That's where a lot of us think of it. He did take this from the Iron Sheik, the green strap on it against the gold. If I am not mistaken, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, this is an Oakland A's tribute belt is how it was originally envisioned. Of course, we were not far away from the great Reggie Jackson, Raleigh Fingers, Catfish Hunter years. Oh, what a time to be alive as an A's fan. We weren't far off that, so I think the WWF wanted to pay tribute to, of course, the Oakland A's. And then later on, they should have probably for the 89 Oakland A's, of course. Shout out to you, Terry Steinbach. Looking good here, but definitely a cool belt. And one of the keys of this set, a lot of people buying it just for the Hogan or just buying it for this belt, if you can believe it. But definitely cool. Would love to get this belt once again with the Iron Sheik one of these days. We'd love to see that. Hopefully that is in the cards eventually here. But of course, outside of that, you take the shirt off, you take the belt off. It is pretty much a Hulk Hogan that we've seen millions times. Of course, same articulation as all these other ones. We do get the pinless joints, all the fun upgrades that Mattel is giving us right now. But it is pretty much the Hulkster. You got the white wrist tape. You got the red knee pads, the yellow boots. It's just the Hulksters we've had a lot with just a little bit of differences that go a long way, really, at the end of the day. But definitely a cool version of the Hulkster. And one I'm surprised we have not received yet. So this is our first time go around the sun with this Hulkster. I really do like it. Could be the jewel of the set if I was going to have to rank these. And I guess I could rank this entire wave. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? We're here. We might as well put them in order of my favorite of the 4. And which one am I going to go with? Which way will I go? I should probably grab the correct Rocky. Boy, I don't know. I think, you know, I don't really need this Hulkster, but I do love the iconic shirt. I do love the belt. I love the hot dog skin. I guess I'm going to go the Hulkster number 1. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go Hogan 1, Austin number 2, just because it was such a big moment. That was such a big WrestleMania moment, him coming back. We thought there was going to be something, maybe a punch or two, maybe a stunner, but we didn't think they were going to fight around the arena. Just a really cool Austin, a really cool moment in time. And I wasn't the biggest Austin guy. I was a Stunning Steve guy, but not Stone Cold. But even me, I was very nostalgic for that match. So that one means a lot, and I'm glad we got it to match these Owens figures. So that's a strong number 2. And I guess I'm going to go Becky number 3 and Rocky number 4, just because this is very close to this one. They are very, very close. Obviously, there's some improvements, but it's very close. Becky feels very deluxe. Almost feels like an ultimate Becky Lynch because of the tutu, tiara, all the kind of bells and whistles we get with her. Definitely feels a little bit more deluxe, and I guess you could make the case she's the most deluxe of the group right here. So very interesting. A little bit of a head scratcher set, but I think no matter what, there's going to be head scratcher. If it was the best 80s wrestlers, like I said, and they put, they forgot Ultimate Warrior, they wouldn't forget him. They forgot Macho Man, let's say. Maybe people would say something. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely an interesting set, and one of the few times that things have hit right after being announced. That is really fun. There's something fun about that, and like I said, this is a Target exclusive at the end of the day, so if you're looking for this, you got to head to Target to find it. So a very, very cool set, but that is going to be my final rankings. But what say you guys out there? This is going to be your final rankings. You excited for this set? This set have you scratching your head? Who would you like to see in a future 4-pack? Let me know in the comments down below. And it seems Mattel is getting back in the box set business. We know the 3 Faces of Foley is coming. There's a Hulk Rules box set as well. So I think we're seeing a little bit of this that was traditionally in the past to Toys R Us. Now Targets of the world are getting involved in these, and that is pretty cool because myself, I love a good box set. It was a good way as a kid to really build out your armies, build out your things. Getting 4 figures at the same time was a good night at the old playground office when you're playing around with your figures when you're a kid. So a very, very cool set. Definitely an interesting set, no doubt about that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you over on Patreon, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content. You name it, it's all going on over the old Patreon channel, and it is your best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the then, now, forever Target exclusive box set, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.